Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Ryan's Falcons.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. On first down, Ryan. And his first pass is incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They run. Devontae Freeman. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks. And just
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. A first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out on a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. The play clock's running down. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Brooks Reed in there to get him for a loss of 5. Third and long. It's Ryan. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
They toss to Freeman, and he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
In motion is Austin Hooper. Freeman again. Shifts by him, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. That's to his running back, complete. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. To the running game, it's Freeman. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Again, it'll be Freeman. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll try and run. Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Falcons are in for 6. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, you got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On 2nd down, Freeman. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. Now it's Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. In motion is Austin Hooper. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. In motion is Austin Hooper. On third down, Devontae Freeman. Why does Larry always do that? He just stops talking. But let's go play the third quarter. I'm psyched. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Flush to his right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, Charles, we've talked about controversial rules a lot this year, but in that Cowboys-Raiders game, Derek Carr going in to try to win the game, fumbled through the end zone. Of course, that's a touchback. The other team gets it. Is that a rule that you like? What do you think?
Listen, I'm actually for the rule staying as it is. And for Derek Carr, the unfortunate part was when he fumbled the football, right, pylon is the problem.
Yeah.
Because when you hit the pylon.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 59 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
In motion is Austin Hooper. Now the pitch to Freeman. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Well, anytime it's a toss or a pitch play, it's a battle for the edges. Who's going to control the edge of the line of scrimmage? In other words, can the defensive guys hold their leverage? What we were always taught was keep your outside arm or outside shoulder free. If you were playing on the play side, meaning the ball coming towards you, and anyone coming from the backside, they're pinching down and sliding down towards it to try and keep people kind of locked into one spot. And boy, what a great defensive play there. Worn out leverage, running to the football from the inside out, turned into a big loss of yardage.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now they send a man in motion right. On third down, it's Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. Ryan to Toilolo for the Falcon first.
completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, hey, with this window, two teams that we've been talking about this year that really deserve discussion and more discussion as we continue to go. How about the Rams and the...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back